planning for success. You know, on the East Coast and even in some other parts of the country, a lot of the experts are saying that we are in the midst of one of the coldest and the toughest winters in many years. You know, the constant snowstorms. If it's not snowing, we're faced with very cold temperatures. We're freezing and so forth is going on. And the conditions have been very difficult. Schools are shutting down, business shutting down and so forth. And it's been very challenging to deal with on an overall basis. But one of the things that I find interesting is that as we get word of a storm coming, whether the weather report is that we're going to get 4 to 6 inches, or we're going to get freezing rain, or temperature going to drop and we'll have ice, then people put a plan in place to deal with that storm. Usually the plan, incorporates 2 things. First and foremost is grabbing the necessary essentials out of the market or grocery stores, if you will. So everyone runs and gets the water, the eggs, the bread, the milk, and all that stuff. And of course, any snacks or things that you want, depending on how long you plan on being indoors and so forth. And the other part of that plan is going to your hardware store or wherever and grabbing maybe some additional shovels, a snow blower, and your ice melt and so forth. The things you need to deal with those elements. But as I started to think about it, I sort of look at that and look big picture and say, you know what's interesting? We plan more for storms than we do for success or for life. Just think about it. If we put the same thought process in place to go through our daily lives and to be successful, how successful could we be? So instead of thinking I need to plan for the storm, to navigate through the storm and be successful, getting to the other side of the storm, what if we said I need to plan to navigate through life and to be successful in my life? So put the proper steps in order, make the proper trips to secure the proper items to be successful. So instead of going to the store and grabbing bread, reading our words and studying and getting the bread of life, the things that are important for us to grow and to mature spiritually as well as mentally and so forth. Working hard towards being at our very best, striving for greatness and for success, but making a plan to accomplish it. And the plan consists of a very few things. First and foremost, plan has a goal that you want to achieve. Setting forth the goal, saying this is where I want to be. So in terms of a storm, we want to make sure that we have everything we need to be comfortable in this storm. So if you take that and apply that to life, take a look at it, and your goal is to be successful. So I want to make sure I have everything needed to be successful. In addition to having a goal to reach for, plans also have the proper steps. And whether you're on a team or whether you're by yourself, everybody divvies up the roles to make sure it's successful. And if you're by yourself, you approach it as such. These are the steps I need to walk to be successful. If you're on a team, then you delegate, or you're on a team and you receive a task. Success can be attained as well as greatness and everything you desire, but you have to be willing to work for it. And even more so than your hard work, you got to work smart and make sure that you're setting a plan in place to go out and get that success and to be great. There's a saying, if you're not planning to succeed, then you're planning to fail. Just like you wouldn't go into a snowstorm without a shovel, without any ice melt, without the proper groceries, and so forth. You shouldn't go into life without setting goals and plans to accomplish and be successful at achieving those goals. Remember, working hard is certainly a key, but creating that plan and that roadmap to accomplish those goals and be successful is second to none. I was dead, I could have this moment.